Hey, it's Norm from Tested. I'm here at CES 2012, here at the Fujifilm booth, taking a look at their X line of cameras. Now, we've actually reviewed the X100, came out last year, Matt Braga reviewed it. He liked it, but one of the problems he had with it was that it's a fixed lens. You can't actually change the lens. It's a mirrorless camera, and with the APS-C size sensor, so the image quality is going to be really good, but no changeable lens. Now, just a couple days ago, Fujifilm announced their X Pro 1. It's their second X camera, and this one actually you can change lenses. It's their X mount, it's a new mount. They're coming out with 3 lenses, 18mm, 35mm, and 60mm, and of course with the 1.5 crop factor on an APS-C size sensor, it's going to be, you have to compare that to it's going to be a little different than 35mm camera. So on the X Pro 1, one of the things you'll notice, tons of manual controls. Basically everything is manual. So on the lens itself, you have your aperture setting. You can set it automatic, or on this lens all the way down to a 1.4. You have your exposure compensation on top. The function button actually changes the ISO. Now it goes all the way to 2560 ISO, 25,600 ISO. Although you can cap it, have it auto 800, auto 1600, and of course your shutter speed is on top as well. You can have that as automatic as well. If the shutter speed is not automatic and your aperture is not automatic, then you're in manual mode. All manual controls on the X Pro 1. Like on the X100, the X Pro 1 has a hybrid optical and digital electronic viewfinder. It's right here. I really wish I could show you. It's really cool. So you just press the switch on the front, hit that, and it'll change from electronic to optical. With the optical viewfinder, there will be an overlay, so you get all your data, and you'll have like a box for the crop. It's really neat. You'll want optical. You want electronic for the macro shots, but the optical is exactly what you'd see out of the lens. The sensor here, while it's an APS-C 16 megapixel sensor, nothing like you'd find on like a Panasonic GF3 GF series, the Micro Four Thirds sensors, or even the Sony NEX sensors. This is actually a much different class, higher class sensor. Fujifilm has done something with the sensor to get rid of optical filters needed in other cameras, so the quality of light actually hitting the sensor from the lens is much improved. They're actually comparing this to like the Canon 5D Mark IIs, even though it's just technically a 16 megapixel mirrorless sensor. $1,700 in March. Definitely not competing against your typical mirrorless interchangeable lens. It's more like compared to the Leica line of cameras, Leica cameras, you know, up in the 2000 range. Again, ton of physical controls. The build quality is really sturdy. It feels like an old film camera, except it's digital. Don't know about the lenses yet, obviously. They will launch with 3 lenses on this X mount. Not for me. For people who own DSLRs, for people who own who are in the market for a Leica camera, you know, shooting macro photography, really nice bokeh, might be for you. At the X Pro 1, we have a long article on the site with more details on the sensor and the build quality and all the details, but just wanted to give you a look at the X Pro 1 from Fujifilm. So I'm Norm from Tested. We'll have more coverage from CES later on, and see you guys next time.